Going to move on and tell you that after US President Donald Trump and Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced the US-India trade deal, now External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is in the United States for the Critical Minerals Summit, where he met US Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Speaking on the meeting, Jaishankar said that the meet included a detailed review of India-US bilateral cooperation and that it's normal for diplomatic agendas to be discussed along with the calendar for the upcoming year. Let's in fact listen in to the minister's statement.
And thank you so much for talking to ANI. If we talk about your visit here in DC, lots of nuts and bolts, give us some details about what your meetings look like here.
Well, the main reason I came was that there was a critical minerals ministerial which was convened by Secretary of State Marco Rubio. There were a number of countries, I think about 50 odd countries which were here. So that meeting took place today. In fact, it's still going on. I took a break from that. That was the principal reason. It was a very good discussion. Critical minerals is a very important subject. The US has been a partner for some years. Today they launched a new initiative called Forge, which we have supported. It's a kind of successor to the Mineral Security Partnership. So I think overall, to me it was a good meeting, very productive, very outcome oriented, very business-like, and that was the core reason I came. But obviously, if you're coming to Washington, you do a lot of other things. So yesterday I did my bilaterals with Secretary Rubio. I also had a meeting with the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent. And today, because a number of other foreign ministers are here, there were a whole lot of, pull aside.
All right, that was Dr. S. Jaishankar speaking on the meeting. Let's now go to Aditya, my colleague who continues to stay with us. Aditya, it's crucial, these meetings that are taking place, but Jaishankar, of course, as always, has put India's interest forward. But what can we expect going ahead as far as ties and the trade between the two countries, India and US, is concerned?
Well, absolutely. Kriti, to see, Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar at the conference has said, and I quote, "We did a fairly detailed review of our bilateral cooperation. It's natural when foreign ministers meet that you discuss the diplomatic agenda. Also the calendar, what do we expect each one of us to do this year together?" So a lot of our discussion was devoted to that, the bilateral trade. But again, foreign ministers meet and we talk about our business, the Indo-Pacific, what is happening in West Asia, Middle East, Gaza, and the Ukraine conflict. So, there was a kind of global review of what was happening in the Western Hemisphere. In a sense, we discussed the world. We discussed our relationship, and it was a very open sort of forthcoming conversation. At the Critical Minerals Meet, the EAM underlined India's support for the Forge Forum on Resource Geo-Strategic Engagement Initiative. Kriti.